Hey, and welcome back to Talk About Rolls. I'm Sir Felix the Cat, and this is The Blender. So, gonna do a list today. A little bit different. Two lists. I kind of want to talk about this Nintendo Direct we just had, the first partner Direct that we had for the Switch 2, and talk about a certain game that's mentioned in it, as well as a publisher developer that just hasn't been in the best light lately, and that would be Square Enix, the one that we loved and has kind of been letting us down. I think they've been letting us down. Some people think that they're just on top of their game because Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth are the best things ever made. That's your opinion. But yeah, we're going to get into this. All right, so this Nintendo Direct that we just had, it was, in my opinion, relatively good. I mean, this is the first partner presentation we had, partner showcase that we had since the Switch 2 has been out. And I think it was pretty fair. I mean, we didn't get everything we wanted. I mean, we didn't get Hollow Knight, Silksong, and the games that people constantly ask about, and we didn't get this anthology of Pokemon released, but those aren't games you should be expecting to begin with. Kind of set your expectations going into any showcase whatsoever. Down low. Don't aim super high like, oh, I'm gonna get a Skies of Arcadia remake. No, bro. Look at it realistically. Look at the fact that, and I'm not just saying this is Nintendo's fault, this is the gaming market overall, is having some troubles. They're struggling. There's been a lot of studios closed. Microsoft played a big part in that, but Sony's also had to close some studios. Not as much with Nintendo. They're doing their own thing, and that's good for them. But we still have to take that into consideration since this is a partner showcase. Now, I would have liked to see Microsoft show up there in some way. I want to see some of these rumored games that might be coming out. God, Starfield? I would love to see Starfield on Switch 2. Do I think it could run it? Probably not. It would be great, though. I would like to see some of the Fallout games come over. I mean, hell, I want Wastelands 2. Or, what is it? No, sorry. my bad. Wastelands 3 come out to Switch 2. Even though that game's 6-7 years old now? It would still be dope. But, yeah, the games that we did get is we got another Katamari game, so get ready to roll some things up. Capcom showed up and they were doing their Capcom thing, showing one of my favorite franchises by them, which is Monster Hunter, but specifically Monster Hunter Stories is getting a new game. We're also getting another Octopath Traveler, which you might want to look into this one more. I just heard a little bit about it. Apparently this is a phone game or related to a phone game. And it's Octopath Traveler. It looks like it's multiplayer and you can build towns. I mean, that's dope. I like that. If it's a phone game, I mean, I've played other phone games I brought over to Switch. They're not the greatest. I mean, it's basically just the same game, just you don't have to buy to blink each time you want to do something. I mean, I can't stand phone games for that. And side topic, I am playing a phone game actively lately, and yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. Those things just want your money. Anyways, back to what I was talking about. So, yeah, we had a couple of cool little games, and it was decent. Mixed reaction. People said it was trash. I went on to Spawnwave. Sure, everybody's heard of him. Spawnwave put out a poll and asked people, give it a letter grade, A, B, C, or D. And vast majority was D. They hated it. And I mean, I guess whatever, that's for you. I saw that I'm getting Persona 3 Reloaded or whatever it's called. I'm happy. I mean, that's cool. It was an RPG fan's showcase, I guess. So it suits me. But to end this showcase, they showed Square Enix. And besides Octopath Traveler, the other game Square Enix decided to show off is called The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennial Tale. Or Millennium Tale. Millennial. Yeah. The Millennial Tale. We're going to talk about real life now. The Millennium Tale. And yeah, I am super hyped about this game. But before we get into that, let's talk about Square Enix. Square Enix is a legacy company. I mean, they're a developer and publisher. They've put out just banger games for my whole lifetime. They are behind the Final Fantasy series. They're behind Dragon Quest. They used to do Deus Ex. They were cool looking games. I have them, never played them though. That's one of those things. I bought them for the PS4 and just never touched them. But they used to be one of those companies that'd be like, oh yeah, see? It has their name on it. It's going to be a banger hit. But unfortunately, that hasn't been the case lately. We've had this kind of sad showing where they focus on like these super big budget games like Final Fantasy VII Remake, which people, if you don't know my opinions on that, watch some older videos. I make it very clear. We are watching them put all their money into these games and all their attention in these games. Meanwhile, they're quietly pushing out games that are actually pretty decent that just nobody pays attention to. Like one game nobody paid attention to was Harvestella. This is a like Harvest Moon, Final Fantasy crossbreed game, like Rune Factory, but more Final Fantasy feeling. We also got Diofield Chronicles, which is an RTS, like a real-time strategy game that plays very well. Like it's a little bit different than your like StarCraft and all that, but it is a very, very fun game. And if you haven't checked that one out, go pick it up. It's got to be cheap by now. It's been a few years. I mean, those two games, Harvestella and Diofield Chronicles, were released back to back a couple of years ago. And really the only mention you'll ever hear of them was in the Nintendo Direct that they were talking about it. That was it. They did not try to give any attention because that wasn't their big money maker, apparently. It wasn't Final Fantasy VII Remake. They also had Final Fantasy 16, which looks impressive. I personally have not played it, don't have a PS5. If it comes to Switch 2, God yeah, I'll play it. I'll get it. They're still working on the MMO, Final Fantasy 14. But they also like to set these expectations for themselves that are just highly unrealistic. I mean, it's almost to the point where they're like, okay, well, we're going to put out this game, and if it doesn't sell 1 billion copies in the first 10 minutes, it's a failure. And they sell 8 billion. Oh no, it's a failure. We didn't make it. Didn't make the 10. It's dumb. And then we just hear about how bad they are. Everybody hates them. Everybody wants to hate on them constantly because all these games are trash, even though these people who are saying they hate them, they're buying each one of them and playing each one of them. You'll see these are the same people who say like, oh, you know, I can't play this game. It's complete trash. 200 hours logged. I hate it. But Final Fantasy is a love of mine. Dragon Quest is the true love of mine. And I want to see them come out with more franchises that will, or more IPs that'll bring in attention. And it looks like they've actually been thinking the same thing. They're finally getting on the level of the players. And that's where The Adventures of Elliot comes in. This is, it has the visuals of, you know, the old SNES games. It's the HD 2D feel to it. So it kind of has like that Chrono Trigger-y feel, while also deals with like time, which is crazy. You find that out in the demo, like they make that part clear. And yeah, it's an action adventure game, not an RPG. It's like Zelda. So instead of leveling up, you're going to pick up like heart pieces or life drops, as they like to call them. So you get an extra drop of blood for a hit you can take. And yeah, man. Okay, so look at this. This whole demo that they put out, and yeah, like I said, this was talked about as one of the last games they mentioned. There is a demo that dropped directly during that Nintendo Direct. And 100% go check this one out. It's purely focused on combat. Like, that's what they want you to do. Just kind of like, hey, this is how the game's going to feel, and this is your combat. And it's like, it's basically everything you'd want it to be. It is a little chunky, I'll say that. It's a little clunky at some parts where, let's say, okay, so it's an action game. Usually action-adventure games nowadays play similar to a Dark Souls, where you're going to be able to like block, roll, all that stuff. Losing a roll in that kind of game, like the ability to roll, it leaves you kind of missing it. You're going to want to roll. So like where you normally like swing and then roll, you'll just be able to swing and then swing. You can see what I'm doing here. Like, I'm trying to hit the enemy, and then I hit him once. This is where I do my roll and go again, and I miss because he's just a hair out of my reach. And I mean, that's whatever. That's just the way I play. I just have to change that up for this game, and I'm fine with that. I did the same thing for Donkey Kong Bonanza. I had to change up how I played the game, and I got into it. I mean, I gave my review on that game, but yeah, I was able to get into it. The heavy focus on this one, though, is its connection to Final Fantasy. So you have the, I mean, I'm not saying it's part of the Final Fantasy line or anything, but you have the Magicite, which is going to be what you equip for your more like skill boosts. So I have some Magicite here. You get some by walking around the town. You can find some in crates, get it for killing enemies, other chests and whatnot. So you take it down here to this cat shop. Well, it's a guy, but I think he's a cat guy because he has cats everywhere. There's a lot of cats in this game. You're going to see that quite often. You're also going to see your little fairy chick here say, "Oh, a kitty, how cute." But so you take the Magicite, you go to this guy, and he makes it into an attachment or just a rock that you get to keep in a little container. And so I have some that boost like my heavy attack charge speed, which is like the heavy attack from Zelda. On the old school Zeldas, when you hold the attack button, power it up, and then you can shoot off the blade. Same mindset here. You also get some for your bows and for the bombs. All different abilities. Like there's one that I didn't get to use later on in the game, which is like Master of Bombs, and you get to have like an extra one that you can throw out at once. So instead of setting one, having to wait for it to explode to set out another one, I could set out two at once, which cool. I wouldn't really use it, but cool. There's ones for the bow, which I like, which is if I get a hit on this enemy, an automatic arrow hits another enemy that's nearby. That's pretty dope. That's always dope. And if you think about it with the way that this combat works, which is beautiful. So, bow combat. You charge up the shot, you shoot once, single shot. You charge up the shot, you just did a wave of arrows. Now, think about that. Say there's like 20 enemies in front of you. You do a charge shot, you shoot out 6 arrows. Each of those 6 arrows connect. Well, you just hit 12 people off one attack. And it also only costs you 1 arrow to shoot. This game is going to be heavily focused on the combat, and that's all you should care about. I mean, story, definitely story, that's going to come. That's not in this demo, but that's going to be the main aspect of this game, is its brutal combat. I can already tell from using the sword, doing the charge attacks, and all the different things you get, plus later on you can see here, I got a special sword. Now I can do like a 3rd tier of the power attack. This game is savage. And it's beautiful. Watch this bomb explode. Just look at that. Just look at that. It was seeing this bomb explode that inspired me to even want to do this video, to be honest. I did that right away. I was like, oh, what does X do? Oh, it's my bomb. And I was like, oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. Anyways. Yeah, no, I'm not trying to ruin the little bit of plot they do give you. I don't know if it's going to carry over to the official game when it comes out, or if they're changing it and they're just letting you know, like, hey, this is combat for a game that's going to come out. I mean, hell, the main character could even change before then. He could still be Elliot, just a different Elliot. It could be Elliot from E.T., who knows? But yeah, no, this game is going to be savage. But yeah, I'm kind of just rambling right now so you can get a little more feel for the footage to see if maybe, hey, you might want to turn on your Switch and go download this demo to play through it, because I'm probably going to play through it multiple times just to see every inch of what they've offered us so far.
Faye, please.
Get moving. Elliot, do you think that's the doorway of time?
All right, and that was The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennial Tale. And this is a game I am super excited for, and I really think you should be too. So, comes out next year. It just has a 2026 date, no actual firm date yet. But hey, you can go check out the demo. It's what you've been seeing here for the past few minutes, and yeah, let me know what you think, and let me know if you're gonna join me on this crazy, weird, magical time adventure, whatever the heck it is. Yeah, and until next time, you take care. Hey, thanks for watching.
Give us a like if you enjoyed it, and dislike it if you didn't.
Let us know what you think about the channel.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Tell your mom.